Talk. What? It's Friday afternoon. How are you? Welcome in. Mary's there in Maine. What's going on in Maine, Mary? Mary's there. Saba's here with us in Los Angeles. We are stoked to be with you. It's been our Denver experience this week. We hope you've enjoyed it. We've been live with you for bunches of hours this week. If you didn't catch it, by the way, all of that is on YouTube, so you can go back and watch the replay, and got to show you a lot of things and teach you a lot of things. We've got a giveaway today during this show from Denver. It's a beautiful bracelet that you're going to be super stoked about. And then we have Enter to Wins that are also super special gems that you haven't seen before. So we're really excited about today. Anybody new? Listen, I won't call you out and tell your boss that you're watching this while you're at work. But let me just tell you, that actually makes me really appreciate you. Yep. I'm also one of those people who goes rogue and watches shit from places I shouldn't be. How are we holding up? Actually, you know what? Things like this, it has the gem show energy. Events like this give us a lot of energy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like teaching and talking about everything and having all the stones in the room is a vibe. So anyway, really glad that you guys got to see everything, and you can still purchase the intuitive listing. So did anybody not see any of it? No harm, no foul. I just want to explain to you. So when you go to sagegoddess.com, there's this intuitive listing, and basically what that is, there's a ton of stuff here at Sage Goddess that is not on the website. I'm realizing my goddess is not in the middle of my boobs. I didn't center her today. She's a little Anyway, that's what you came for. But anyway, so Robin and I were like, why don't we make an intuitive listing? Because we know what we have. And so we're going to choose for you. So it's really fun. I'm going to be working on the orders where you did not choose the Talk to Robin option on the phone, because you have an option to FaceTime with her and you can actually pick your piece. And then if you didn't do that, I'm going to be picking pieces for you. So I'm really excited about it. We both are. And those will be shipping to you next week. So get excited about that. It's just a limited time opportunity. And then we have a free gift with purchase today. I don't have it here to show you, but you saw it earlier. It's I made a perfume called Red Rocks, and or designed it. Hanali made it. And so today we have incense sticks, handmade incense sticks with Red Rocks scent, which is oak moss, fir balsam, a little bit of rose, lots of patchouli, a little bit of cedar. Super grounding, super healing.
Smells amazing.
It is. It'll be your new favorite perfume. Yeah, because she's a wolf fan. She loves the oak moss. I do too. And then like it's patchouli and rose for me all day long. So it's kind of like the best of all the worlds. So, so we did a free gift with purchase each day this week. Tomorrow is the last gift with purchase with Red Rocks, because you can't buy it. It's just a gift with purchase. So tomorrow will be the candle. So you'll get to purchase the candle with Red Rocks perfume. And then you get a Super 7 pendant today. So make sure you say, even if you're shopping tonight, like let's say you're not shopping the intuitive listing, you're shopping what we're showing you, because everything we're going to show you tonight is for sale, right? Some things are new, and then some things are not. So here's how it works. The new stuff, your discount code MAGIC75 does not work because it's new. MAGIC75 is a 75% discount code on sagegoddess.com on everything that is not new, right? So if we brought it over from the old warehouse to the new, it's 75% off. If we made it here new, bought it here new, it is not 75% off. So what I would recommend is just try your discount code when you shop, because some things it's going to work, right? And some things it's not.
It never hurts to try.
That's a good life motto.
Uh-huh.
You never know.
Never know. But so as long as you try and you have fun, you're succeeding in my book.
Do it.
Yep.
If you're like, hey, I tried that code and it didn't work, don't get snarky. It doesn't work on everything because some things are new. But we are both really excited because, do you remember we told you we were having inhydro quartz rings made? They're here tonight. All 8 of them.
Because that's all we could
get. And we have Foden quartz, we have Charoite spheres, we have Turkish sapphire rings, we have freeform chrysocolla, we have the most gorgeous, sexy amethyst pendants for you. We have rad natural aquamarine, which is super important for emotional healing. And then the list just goes on and on and on. So I hope you're excited for tonight. So everything you're seeing here is on our website. The listings are all there live for you right now at sagegoddess.com. See that gold box in the feed that says Sage Goddess? That is our team. I think it's Circe today who's moderating. Sometimes we have Amber or someone from our internal team moderating, and sometimes we have Circe. So I just like to give credit to everybody. But so she's going to be posting the links. So when we talk about Foden quartz, she will post the link, and then you can go and shop. We'll try to tell you if something is super duper limited, because sometimes you're going to want to go and buy the thing right away. Because the thing is, it could sell out. If you add it to your cart and you wait until the whole show is over at 5 o'clock, it might be that thing that you were really hoping for is gone.
Like the rings that we have 8 of.
Like the rings. Orders, actually, we're catching up. So we are still working on some of your back orders. We have those items, but it's just a matter because we moved of finding everything. But in some cases, orders are going out within a week or two. So, and then we anticipate within the next 2 to 3 weeks that we will be caught up on all orders, which is, I just want to say, that's just huge kudos to Team SG. That's our team working almost every day and doing nothing else. We all are completely focused on your orders and on customer care. So we've been responding to emails and phone calls and everything else. So hopefully you are seeing the fruits of our labor, and we're super grateful to you for your patience. And a lot of the things like from this show and from Lair and stuff arrive faster because these are all already kind of picked and ready. They're new products, and so sometimes you'll get an order more quickly from a sale like this than you do from regular stock on the website, right? Because this is all brand new. Most of it's brand new to SG. Yeah, so that's your update. If you have a back order, that too is going to be resolved in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But the team has done an incredible job. So I just really want to give them credit publicly because it's and their heart is in it. They want you to have all your treasures. Like everybody who came back to run SG with me this year when I got it back in March, they're all OGs.
Oh yeah,
everybody. They've all been here between 5 and 10 years. So they know you, they know the items, right? They know their metaphysics really well, and they really are committed to just wanting you to be happy and get your order in time. And we're still sending free gifts with every order, and so stay tuned, and thank you for your patience. Are we getting more Sugilite? Sugilite's tricky right now because, a lot of the Sugilite that we had was old stock, and when we did 75% off at sagegoddess.com, what do you think the first thing was that everybody went and bought? Because that's the first thing I would have gone for. Yep. I would have gone for phenakite, sugilite, udiolite, charoite, sapphire. So we had some smarty pants, Artie's the Smarties, who went and bought all of the sugilite, but we certainly will try to bring more for you when we can find it, for sure. Yep. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Amy got 3 boxes in one day.
Nice.
Isn't that fun? And I don't know about you, but I still feel like it's a gift because you don't know which piece you got, right? So you're it still is exciting to see, which stone you ordered, but your piece is going to look unique. So, yes. So, yeah, and if we cannot fulfill your order, we are canceling and adjusting without you having to ask. So, thank you for your patience. Really appreciate you guys. Okay. Do you have any questions? So you're going to, everything, you don't say sold here. Everything we're showing you today is on sagegoddess.com. We are going to have some more of those sold sales because it is kind of fun. Like the old SGTV style.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about wanting to do a couple of those, do this, whatever goes with the flow.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Kind of mixing it up. But, sometimes it's easier just to be able to give you a link and you go to the website, right? Rather than, tallying up all the souls and did I get it? Was my name mentioned? And so a lot of people like this format better. So links will be there with the gold box. And thank you for being here. We're excited. And, the teaching part for Robin and me is always what it's about. We're both teachers by training before SG, so... we love kind of giving you all the bits and pieces on all your things.
Yep.
Sure. And remember, the sacred prayer candle, before I put it away, is back in stock. Finally, we put it back in stock, and then something happened where the team put it to hidden, so you couldn't find it. But now it is not hidden, and this is the Tobacco Absolute. This is my candle, so it's been burned. But this is tobacco with vanilla and tonka bean, and it is heavenly. I burn it every time I'm in here just because
It smells so good.
it's clearing, it's protective, it's grounding, it's nurturing, and it's made with the real oil, so you really are getting the energy of the oils. Oh, this paper works for me. Okay, that's good. I was looking for that. Okay, so we're gonna dive right in without further ado. I'm so glad you like it. Oh, and the incense today, do not miss it. Blessed rose. So red roses are my favorite flower, and everybody knows it. So I am lucky to have amazing people in my life who showered me with red roses on my birthday this year. And so I saved every single petal from all the roses. I picked them all up by hand. Some of them were on the floor leading into the house, and some of them were on the table. And so we dried them and made incense out of them. So the blessed rose is really special to me. It's just a one batch. It's got what's called rose trilogy oil in it, which is 3 different types of rose, and vetiver and patchouli and all the things. So please don't miss blessed rose incense. Hanalei and I are adding the mako powder to it, so you don't need a charcoal disc for it. So anyway, that has nothing to do with rock talk, but I just wanted to get that off my chest. I feel complete. My work here is done. Okay. Yay.
Where do we want to start?
I know. Well, listen, I don't know.
There's so many great things. Well, do you want to just start with the ring because we don't have a whole lot of them?
We can. Can I show them the enter to win?
You sure can.
Okay. If you shop Rock Talk today, okay, or over the weekend, because a lot of you are going to watch the replay. Mm-hmm. It's always nice when you comment replay. That way I can see, like, oh, yeah, that person was watching, but they watched afterward. We have, this is one of the rarest stones I've shown you in a really long time. Robin and I are both, like, having a moment. Do you want to guess what this is? It's worth about $350 minimum. So this is aquamarine. And you're like, okay. But there's a green line at the top. I'm going to give it to Robin and see if she can get a closer up shot for you to see it. This is one of the first times that hybrid beryl, emerald, and aquamarine has been found in Africa. That green line is emerald. Is that cool or what? I know. So emerald is green beryl. Aquamarine is blue beryl. This is the first time they have found crystals that are hybrid. And like I said, I've been doing this work for a long time. I've had sage goddess for 14 years. I've been collecting stones since I was a teenager. I'm in my 50s. Never in 35 years, 37 years have I seen anything like that.
Today was the first time I saw it.
Yeah. So all you have to do is shop. And we're going to choose someone who shops anything from Rock Talk, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You don't have to put a code in your order at all. We're just going to choose one of the orders that has Rock Talk items in it and gift this to one of you.
You sure about that?
Okay, and then as a temptation to stay with me for the whole show, I have a second one that we're going to give away right at the end of today's Rock Talk live. Call your mom, call your grandma, call your dog. Paxton would get on and try to enter to win this for me. So this is the second baby piece, and I'm going to gift it. But you got to stay till the end of the shows. So this is the little teeny town. Again, has that green line on the bottom. Not cool. So this one's worth about $200. I know. Ay. So, yeah, and seriously, if you wouldn't mind just reminding folks as we go, because sometimes people pop in late, like, hey, extra bonus for shopping today is the enter to win. It's probably one of the rarest enter to wins, and certainly the rarest giveaway I think we've done in a very long time. Okay, that's all I wanted to say, but I had good things. I went rogue. Yay! I love it. Okay. Ready?
Woo!
Let's dive right in. We'll start with the rings. I'm wearing one. I hope it doesn't accidentally leave the building with me. Because here it is. All right, Robin, take it away. Because Robin had these made, so I want you to take and get all the credit for it.
So these are Tibetan inhydro quartz in a 925 sterling silver adjustable band. So it is adjustable, so it can fit your finger. I went through each and every piece to verify the bubbles myself. So you will all see that inhydro bubble. When I was working with the vendor to get these made, we were only able to find the 8 pieces that had a good enough inhydro in it for me to be like, yes, that's acceptable. Because I'm very picky about my anhydros.
Yeah, we want you to be able to see it easily. So I'll just tell you right now, we have 8 of these. They are $124. The retail price is $224. Mm-hmm. It's an anhydro ring. I mean, I've been to every Denver and every Tucson show for 14 years. Never in my whole time at those did I ever see anhydro rings. I would have bought them and brought them to you. So
the anhydro in this one is right there.
Yeah. So anhydro in Greek, en means inside, hydros means water. So anhydro literally means water inside. And what happens is an air bubble, a water bubble forms in silicon dioxide when it's growing, when quartz is growing. And then in rare cases like this, the quartz just grows over it. And so it locks that little bubble of water that in some cases is millions of years old. It locks it into the stone. And so you end up with a piece like this. And hydro is ancient wisdom, empowerment, strength. I mean, it's really that water, right? Because you know how important water is for vibration. It's holding the energy. This is even though it's quartz, which is not necessarily a comforting stone or a grounding stone, I find anhydros to be very grounding.
They are
because,
it's like they're hugging you. You know when you go in the water and it just feels like that, it feels like it's giving you a hug from nature? That's what anhydros feel like for me.
This is Bonnie, by the way, this is what you're seeing. Do you see how some of the rings have 2 prongs? Mm-hmm. And then some of them have, a split shank, and then some of them don't. And then this one has like a little boop-a-doop on it. Looks like a heart. So it's just the bands are all slightly different. But the stones are all held. Their stones are all cabochon. Mm-hmm. And then some of them are bezel set, see where there's no prongs, and some of them are 4-prong set. So if you have a really strong preference, just put that in your notes. Some people really prefer bezel set because they don't like prongs. I prefer prongs to a bezel set. So it's a personal preference, and there's no rhyme or reason for it. It's just what people like or what they don't like. So yes, if you're working on manifestation, this would be an important ring for you. If you are working on healing anxiety, this would be an important one too, because again, it's like ancient support, ancient wisdom from the planet.
It really is. And I mean, for me, it's just understanding that you have something on your finger that most people in the world never get to experience.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of anhydros out there.
There really are not.
Over time, a lot of times there was an anhydro, and then the stone naturally cracked because it got thinner.
Yep.
And so you lost that ancient water. So being able to have one preserved so nicely where you can actually just see it and hold it in your hands
is rad. You got a ring, Tammy. I'm so stoked for you. Yeah, if you're getting one of these, it is fun for us to know that you're getting one. But yeah, you will. They are robin spotted. Oh my God, you can totally see it. I wish you were here.
The water bubble on this one is so big.
Dude, I really wish there was a way to, it's cool for you to be able to see. Mm-hmm. It's truly amazing, you guys. Oh my God, it's so easy to see it. You're not even going to have to work to find it. Not cool. I did have to put on my grannies to see it. But so you may, if your vision is like me and you're old, you may have to put on your readers, honey, but it's worth it.
Or like me, to be able to see anything.
I know. I had 20/20 vision and then I didn't. So anyway, congratulations. I'm really glad you're getting one. And always, Lajas, it's always good to put like the things that you're looking for in the comments, because Circe's keeping a record of all the customer requests, and then those come to me and Hannah and Makiva, and then we design our product roadmap around your requests. So if we don't have something that you want in stock right now, it is good to know what you're looking for. Manifestation candles are on our agenda, but you know what? Before we're going to get to manifestation candles, I'm going to get my request first, which is a summon candle, which in my opinion is more powerful than a manifestation candle. The summon candle I have used to manifest so much, it's crazy, and so have our customers over the years. So I made a request, I think like a month ago or 2 months ago for summon. So I'm in line ahead of you. An intuitive for 50, by the way. So the way the intuitive listings work is you're getting at least 50% more than you pay for. If you purchase a $50 one, you're going to get about $75 worth of goodies. If you get a $75, you know what I mean? So you are going to be delighted. Robin and I are going to do you right. And it is us choosing those intuitive listings. So, and not that, the rest of the team isn't great at doing it. They're incredibly knowledgeable, but they're busy filling your other orders. And so it's team Robin and Athena working on your intuitive listings. But that's a limited time offering, right? We don't do that all the time. So if you want one of those, you need to shop today. Over the weekend, we're going to let it slide, and then they probably will be sold out by the time Monday comes. So if you want one of those, this is the time. I
actually just restocked the $500 one. Before this, you guys purchased all of them, but I was like, you know what?
Because you're smart.
I'll put some more in. I don't mind filling those orders for you.
A few customers purchased 2 500s. That's why they sold out so fast. But some people are like, hey, if I'm going to spend $1,000 and get like $1,500 worth of stones, I'm here for that.
Oh, yeah.
And, they're purchasing lamps and all kinds of things. So, yeah, good luck. Congratulations. We are picking for you. I think that's really special. And like I told you a couple days ago, we would probably get fired if this wasn't us here, right? Like, because we can't get in trouble. She's not going to get in trouble for giving you too much. Like, I'm not going to get in trouble for giving you too much. So, something to get you motivated to lose weight. It's funny because that's such a, it's such a unique thing. What motivates people is totally different. Like for me, what motivates me is my health, right? I'm getting older, and I just, being not carrying around as much body weight is better for my heart, and I'm more active that way, so that motivates me. But stone-wise, Vanadinite's really good for motivating you, especially if you're doing something you don't really want to do. Vanadinite is good for that. Motivation comes from the solar plexus chakra and the sacral chakra. So any of your golden stones, your orange stones.
Carnelian would be a good one.
Carnelian would be very good. Yeah. This bracelet that we have for you today. We just took one of the bracelets from Denver that we're going to show you. Do you know the price on this one?
I think
we can look.
That one's around 500.
Can we do something special for them today?
You want to give it away?
Do you want to give it away?
You want to give it away to someone?
This is spessartine garnet, you guys. This is a crazy bracelet with carnelian and clear quartz and white topaz. It's even got some little pearls. Look how beautiful that is. Would anybody like this bracelet? Do you guys need a little sacral chakra? This is also going to boost your sex drive. So if you don't want to have a sex drive, this would not be a good bracelet for you.
Who doesn't want a sex drive?
Some people don't. I have friends who are like, you know what, Athena? Over there with your, Stella's getting her groove back. I don't want my groove back. I want people to leave me alone. So this would not be a good bracelet for you if you're not in the zone. I'm just saying. Look at Robin and I starting off with our shenanigans. Okay.
That's what we're good at.
Yay! I'm so excited to see all of you guys bidding. Okay, go ahead and just say yes. I'm going to give you a minute because this is a big one. This was kind of like a not planned, so this is kind of fun to just go crazy and love it, love it, love it. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that pretty? Look. I don't know why I'm showing it to you like that. Isn't that gorgeous? dumb. You know what? At some point, you're just tired and you're like a little loopy. Anyway, super fun. Okay, where is this one going? Can I have the... Oh, girls and boys and everyone in between. Yeah, we need more bronzite. I think we have some on the website, but not a lot. Yeah. Let's see. Well, Sylvester Glenn, it must be for you. This is your birthstone, and you were asking about spessartine in the Denver talk, so this must be yours. Congratulations.
Hey.
I love that for you. Congratulations. Do you mind if I shouldn't be wearing it on my left hand because my tattoo is still healing, but actually I'm going to have you wear it. That's a very Robin bracelet too. We're both Leos, so we're both into like the fiery, sacrally. And look at your nails. I like the one gold nail that's red. It's really pretty.
And the blacks are actually
They're
lava.
red. Yeah, they're kind of, yeah, I love that.
I had fun.
I was seeing this trend on TikTok where they're painting the underside of their nails. So they did like red under and black on top, and that's kind of badass. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Yeah, no, I did a translucent jelly red with the black crackle over it, so it looks like
That's beautiful.
lava.
Yeah, that's rad. They look really cool.
I had fun.
She's good at her nails. But you know, that's Zoe does nails now, you know, and it's like she's like, well, this is now my art. Like this is how I express my art.
This is
Probably
how I've been-
you feel it too.
That's how I've been doing my art lately, and sometimes I go big, sometimes I just do something simple.
I love it.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing your bracelet. Don't worry, I'll try to remember to take it off.
If you really want to boost your sex drive, though, herbs are the best way to do that. Damiana, cardamom, galangal root, ginger root. These are all natural aphrodisiacs. Vanilla, it's a natural aphrodisiac. So, and you can take those as tea or make a tincture, and that really helps too.
right.
Okay.
Oh, we need to scroll down.
Oh. Here. Doing what I need to do with it for a minute, and then it's all goes sideways. Okay.
There we go.
Yay.
Just so we can see what y'all have to say, because we love questions.
Oh my God. Sylvester Glenn is double Leo rising and moon. What's your sun? That's a lot of fire. What are we doing for your sun? Are we a fire sun too, or do you have something stabilizing like earth or water? Okay, so that was a fun place to start. I'm glad we did that. I'm very, very glad we did that. Okay. Can we talk about Fodens?
We sure can.
Okay. We'll just kind of, bounce all over. The Foden is another one of the items that is on our new list because we didn't have this before. But the prices, so even when something's new and your discount code doesn't apply to it, I just want you to know the prices are still highly discounted. These are at least 50% off of what we would normally charge for Foden quartz. Got this from a reliable source, one of our personal sources, so we were really stoked to receive this. Foden quartz comes from Pakistan. There's 3 different sizes, and I'm going to explain what it is. Do you guys know about Foden quartz? Oh, thank God for your Capricorn, darling. Something to hold that Leo down is a good idea. I always say my North Node in Capricorn saves me, and my Venus Virgo. Otherwise, I would probably not be on the planet. Okay, so we have 3 different sizes. She's showing you is it the medium and the large?
I have the small and the medium here.
Oh, okay.
in my hand.
Oh, okay. Oh, got it. Okay. So this is the small. No, this is the small.
Yeah, that's the small.
Okay, this is the small. That's the medium. This is the large. Okay. The small is $24. The medium is $29, and the large is $39. Like I said, the large should be over $100. These are Foden clusters, not points, right? So let me explain Foden because this is why I love it so much, and then she'll show you the growth.
This
the line.
This one is really good to show.
Yeah. So Foden quartz is a form of tabular quartz. Okay, so it's a little, I call it lower and slower. It's a little wider, not much, but a little wider and a little thinner than your traditional quartz points. It grows like rock candy. Have you ever made rock candy, rock sugar, where you put the string in with the sugar syrup and you kind of like pull the string up and the crystals start to form, but they're forming along the thread. It's kind of how God makes Foden quartz. So it's nature's rock candy, and it literally, it grows along a line, and you can see the line visibly in the pieces. So that's what we're trying to show you here.
Here's your line.
Can you get any closer on that? I know it's hard with the...
There we go.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I can see it too. It's so the line is the opaque white, okay? So that some of the larger crystals have a larger line, and then the smaller crystals have a smaller line, but there's always a line inside. And so what it does is it basically throws out a line ahead of itself and then pulls itself along it as it grows, which is, like I said, totally different from any other quartz growth pattern. So it's called the stop-start stone. Basically, it starts to grow and then throws out a line and pulls itself forward, and so it stops and starts. It's kind of like us, right? Like you go through a lot of spiritual growth or transformation or change, and then you kind of have to throw out the line and pull yourself forward, right? So it's about expanding energy for personal development, and I love that because a lot of us are working on personal development, right? We're working on our soul path, we're working on our spiritual purpose, and so having a cluster of points. So this is an entire cluster working this hard to become for you.
There's the growth line right there.
Yeah. Do you see it? And so it's pulling not just itself, but this whole little family of quartz points along with it. Isn't that beautiful? Kim says, I lost my passion for a while. It's hard to get it lit again. I've been collecting the lever chakra stones and jewelry. Wearing it helps. Pisces sun, Sag moon. It's interesting, that combination of Pisces sun and Sag moon is you're a dreamer, but the Sag moon in you is like never going to settle, right? Like you're on this quest for truth. And that makes love relationships really hard. Sag moons, I'm a Sag moon too, we struggle a little bit because we kind of want it all, right? And but the Pisces moon says you can have it all, right? Dream big. But you're also kind of, that there's a sensitive side to you that only certain relationships are going to fulfill. So anyway, Foden quartz to represent your growth and your development. And it's also, these are extremely clear, beautiful specimen pieces of it. The small size, kind of what I love about it is you could wire wrap that and wear it. The other ones are really display pieces, but I kind of like that this one could go on your crystal healing tray, or you could wire wrap it and wear it.
Easy, yeah.
So sometimes, like, some people are just going to, if there's different sizes, they're just going to buy the biggest size. And I'm always like, different sizes have different utilities, right? So it depends on what you want to do with it. If you want it for jewelry, I would get the small. If you want it for display, I would get the medium or the large.
Yeah.
Yeah, we Sagittarians also just don't like to settle down in general. We're always like, what else is out there? What if there's something better? Anyway, I don't know if the Tibetan inhydro rings are sold out, but my guess is probably.
They were so...
Seriously, can update us and let us know. Yeah, super gorgeous. So that's Foden for you. One of my favorite formations of quartz, just because the growth pattern is so unique.
Oh, yeah.
And I think there's meaning in the way crystals grow.
Oh,
not
yeah.
just what they represent. So I'm glad you like that too. These Charoite spheres are fucking beautiful.
They
Robin.
are amazing.
I mean, this is what Charoite wants to be when it grows up. We don't have a ton of these. We have about 4 dozen of these, just under 4 dozen. These are 3-inch Charoite spheres from Russia. These come from the Charoite Peninsula, so that's where the name comes from. And I'll tell you, in my life, I have not seen any quality better than this. And Robin will talk to you about the mineral inclusions, but this is something special.
Yeah, so there's a lot that goes into Charoite. The list goes on and on and on, but one of the main things that's in Charoite that really helps is a mineral called tungstite. And that's like what's making the purples swirl around. But there's also, in the matrix of Charoite, some of the black that's in there is actually azurine.
It is.
Which is another mineral that is really cool because Charoite's all about power and for the warrior. Mm-hmm. But that azurine helps with that because it actually makes it so it people don't see you. It's like a shield around you.
That's true. It's very protective of you personally. It protects your aura. I've always told you Aegirine is the most powerful auric protection stone on the planet. And that tinaxite that she was talking about, and these have a lot of tinaxite. Some Charoite doesn't have a lot. This one has these particular spheres. The higher the quality, the more it has. Tinaxite is the only other stone other than for boundaries from the purple stone for boundaries.
Stitch
Tight. Yeah. Tinaxite is like stitch tight on steroids. So this is about protecting your aura, having good, strong boundaries, and bringing courage. Mm-hmm. You know, like this is a battle stone. Yeah, these are $249. Retail value is about $500 to $700 for 3-inch perfect quality. Like, and how do you know the quality is good? Lots of Aegirine, lots of tinaxite, lots of purple, and big vibrant purple in those swirling patterns. You will find lesser quality. Usually what you would get for $249 in a 3-inch sphere is like very light purple, not as much of the marbling, not as much of the intensity of the color, the inclusions of the other minerals. So
it's very beiged out when it's lower quality.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. You know what I mean? And some people are just like, I can't afford the really expensive Charoite, so I'll get the lower grade. In this case, you're getting the higher grade at a really good price.
Yeah, but look at all that. Look at all the... It looks like it, if you took a photo where the overexposed...
Yep.
With like, you know, if the freeway, you know, and all the lights are going past it. That's what it looks like.
It does look like that, actually.
Was in this little city... All the activity that was happening throughout the day was frozen in a photo. That's what it looks like to me. I'm like, what were you doing in there, little Charoite people?
So the tinaxite, I just wanted to show you. I could show you a picture of the mineral itself, but the tinaxite is, see these like peachy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right here's a whole bunch.
Oh, there is some there. Yeah, I didn't see that. I was looking at my side of it, but yeah, see the peachy kind of inclusions there? That's the tinaxite. But so this is an example just to show you of like, this is just researching tinaxite, and that shows you how you spell it, but that's what tinaxite looks like. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like when you get sugilite and you get boostamite or richterite, it's just like a party bonus, right? extra benefits from the additional mineral. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, so Charoite's not for dreams. Charoite, sodalite is for can be for dreams. There's lots of stones for dreams. We were talking about stilbite today too. So you might have been thinking about stilbite because stilbite helps with dream recall. But Charoite is always a courage stone. And one of the things that's interesting, like I have a friend who served multiple tours in Afghanistan, really had a lot of trouble with PTSD when he came home in the last tour. This was a while ago. But I gave him a Charoite sphere. I've given it to people going through intense grief, just intense physical challenges, emotional challenges, going through gnarly divorces, things like that. Charoite's really helpful for that. Charoite is under ice most of the year. Mm-hmm. The Charo Peninsula in Russia is relatively remote, so they can only mine it certain portions of the year. And I will say, if you're a purple lover like I am, it's my favorite color. Like, again, this just like turns me on.
And then you can also see here, this is big areas of calcite.
Yep.
That is in there as well. So these spheres really show you the different minerals that make up Charoite.
They do.
In a very, like, easy way to see and understand.
It's true. This one has a little Aegirine heart on it.
Oh, it does!
Look at this, you guys. Isn't that cute?
Look at
I'm always looking for hearts.
Athena just found that cutie heart. Oh, right here.
Wait, where'd it go? Might be the windows.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a cute heart on there.
It's right here.
Yeah. See, it's just a little boop. Anyway, so glad to be able to teach you about that. Yeah, so the orange color is the tinaxite. I'm going to turn on some music for us while we're sitting here with you. So you guys can keep chatting for a minute. I'm going to turn on something good.
Especially in these high quality Charoites like you see here, it almost has a light play like you would see in seraphinite. It is it's made differently, but it does almost look like that as it moves around. And that's because the light is going through and refracting off the different minerals that's in there to give it that look. Oh, this one also has a little heart of calcite in it as well.
Now that we're looking for hearts, we're going to find all of the hearts. Isn't that gorgeous? And let me tell you something. They're all, Desiree, this juicy. Like, these are all, I mean, there's only 4 dozen, but they were all from the same pocket, carved at the same time. So they're all this, like, super top grade. So this will be the lowest price I will ever have on Charoite for the rest of my life. Because this is close to what you pay, wholesale for a sphere this size. You can get smaller spheres at, for a little bit less, but when you're in that 3 inch is starting to be considered a large sphere. So, if you really always wanted a Charoite sphere, I remember I gave one of those to someone, and I think we had it in a gem show for like $6.99. And this is like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
And it was like this big.
Yeah, no, seriously. So when I tell you, like, 3 inches for $249, not again in my lifetime. Super stoked that you're going to be able to get one if you really, really want one. It has all of its heart-ons. I didn't say it. Seriously said it. It's not my fault. Okay, like I said, I'm always so excited about everything they wear. I do love these necklaces, and I think this is a rad... This is something I would get and put away for the holidays, because anybody you give this to is going to really love it. And these you
can use your 75% off code on.
And they're $7.25 for a perfectly double terminated amethyst point. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm kind of using mine as a pendulum because they do work as pendulums too. But isn't that beautiful? It's adjustable, and I love the little... Did you see the little star charm on the edge of
Mine has a moon.
Yours has a moon? Oh my God, what is the other one? I thought they all had stars.
No.
That's so rad.
This one has a moon.
That's really cute.
Oh my gosh. So now you guys are going to have to get one and then let us know what your charm is.
I wonder what else. I really, the only ones I ever saw were the stars. I didn't know there were moons too. Isn't that cool? So amethyst comes from the Greek word amethystos, which means not drunk. I've told you guys that story for a long time, but it's a true story. So the Greek ancestors would they would have their bacchanalian festivals, like their wine festivals, and they would put amethyst in the chalice before they would start drinking because they thought it kept them from getting drunk, which it absolutely does not do that. Because I tried. You want a moon once? Just put that in your notes when you order, and we'll try to make sure that you get one with the little charmy charm that you want, because I think that's cute. What I love is the design. This to me is super feminine. You know what I mean? When you have a double terminated pendant, that's very phallic. So it's kind of nice to put something goddessy around it so it doesn't just feel like a point. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. From my perspective.
It definitely gives like the woman's figure here.
Yeah, super femme.
Gotta have some hips.
I have hips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have hips.
I have hips.
It's really true. And what's funny is, like, no matter what size I am, because I've been kind of every size, I've had children, right? Mm-hmm. So I've been like, I'm at kind of like a lower weight for me right now, like as what I've been over my lifetime. I still wear a size large underwear.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Because I've got a caboose.
Uh-huh.
Like, I swear to God, I could be 100 pounds and I would still have junk in that trunk that would take a size large to hold it down.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, people are like,
that's the same.
What size do you wear? And I'm like, I can wear a size small pants, but my underwear is still going to be a large. It's got to get over the humps.
I know.
My humps. Whatever. I like it. I wouldn't want to not have a butt. Or boobs, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not here for that. I'm Greek. It's sort of like, if I don't have a butt and boobs, what am I doing? Why are we talking about this? But anyway,
I don't know.
$7 for your amethyst necklace. I don't know. When I was younger, you know, because you go through these phases in life, don't you, where you're like, oh, I wish I was really, really skinny or whatever. And it's just like, I don't know. I think I like having...
I always felt like I was very
More
blessed because I'm the same way. No matter how small I get at my thinnest, I still like...
You got curves.
I have curves. I remember when I was at my smallest.
Yeah.
I was always like, oh, I want to like get down to like a size 6. When I was like, you could see my ribs. Yeah. I still could barely get a size 8 over my hips. So I'm like, this doesn't
I think that's
work.
something to be proud of. I know they're not commenting. Anyway, I don't know what you guys think about all this silliness, but I'm so... Is it your birthstone? This is a really good one. Okay, so those I will tell you, we don't have a ton of those, of the amethyst necklaces. We have some, but not a ton. If we have things in good quantity, I'll let you know. The Foden quartz, we only had 3 pieces of the medium size to start with and 2 dozen of the large. So that's an example of something like, some things you could probably wait on, add them to your cart and check out at the end. But if you wanted like the small Fodens, we have quite a few. The medium, we don't have a lot of. The Angel Aura Quartz Wandlet, which we're going to show you, we only have 2 of these. These are brand new. These are $169, and they are gorgeous. Look at this. So these are handmade in Bali, you guys. This is a different artist than we usually see for our wandlets, but it's the same concept, okay? And so these are done with Angel Aura Quartz. There's garnet for grounding. There is kunzite, right, which is for healing your family, healing your emotions. There's rainbow moonstone for manifestation. You see that aura point on the bottom that's catching the light there. And then it's drilled through, so you just run a cord or a whatever, however you want to do it. I would put it on a cord or a long chain and wear it like a wandlet. That's exactly right, Alma Miller. Hi, Cutie Pie. So she's asking, do we put Denver gift in the notes area or the discount code? Either place. The team is looking both places. And even if you fuck up and say Denver free or Denver whatever, we know what you mean. So you will get your free gift with your order as long as you just put it somewhere. Technically, it goes in the discount code section, but if you're using your other code, then put it in your notes. Oh no, Corinne's having trouble shopping. Well, we can try to troubleshoot that for you, figure out what's going on for you. Yeah, I don't know. I think curves are good. Maybe it's because I am curvy, but every person I've ever been with in my life is like, no, I like a little something to hold on to, you know? I don't know. Whatever. We're all beautiful in our own unique ways.
I keep my husband happy.
I was going to say, he doesn't seem like he's complaining. He seems very, very happy. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Love, love, love that. And again, all of that detail work is done by hand. So if you wanted a really beautiful one, that we only have 2 of those for you. Normally those would be $300. So the $169 is your discount. So you can't use your code on that, but we kind of did the discount for you. That's a good recommendation from Tammy. Sometimes I have to do that too. I have to change my browser.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like it'll be like Safari isn't working, so I have to try Chrome or whatever. So sometimes you can try that too. Karina. Or not Karina. I was just with you having trouble. Corinne, not Karina. Okay. Interesting. None of the links are working. You have to go to the website. Okay, so just, if you wouldn't mind just double checking the links for me, Circe, and just to make sure. Bali items are amazing. Did you see we have 2 pendants that you can get through the intuitive pick listing that are monk pieces that are carved in Bali? Because remember what those from the old days?
Yeah.
I still have a few pieces that I kept from those sales, and those are... Now I'm realizing, in hindsight, just how incredibly rare and special those are because we can't get those now.
I still have the rutilated quartz ring.
Do you?
Yeah.
Remember when we all chose one? It's kind of cool.
I'm like, I need to go get it sized. I keep meaning to. I need to go get it sized, but I still love it and I wear it because it's just so cool.
Oh, I know. I know. Okay. And hydro rings are sold out. I am hearing from you, so congratulations. That was one of the coolest things we brought you since I took over Sage Goddess again in March. Robin found those, and when she came to me, I was like, bro, for real? Literally, I was like, excuse me, a what? An inhydro ring? We've never had inhydro rings before.
When I found these, I already told the vendor, no. Reserve them for me.
Yeah, and please make more.
Just reserve all the ones that you can for me. And he's like, well, don't you need to talk to Athena? I said,
nope. I know her well enough. And remember, if you're shopping today, you are entering to win that hybrid aquamarine emerald crystal. Did anybody come in later and not see that? We're super stoked to be giving this away to one of you. So we're going to announce the winner on Monday. This is aquamarine, but so you see the green line at the top? That's emerald. It's the first pocket in Africa that they've found where emerald and aqua are growing together.
I love it. She showed it to me and I was like, what?
Yeah, no, she had a moment. She had a moment. I know. Well, I have a surprise for you.
I get one? Thank you.
She's the best. So I only had 3 of them. I was going to give it to her afterward, but it's just since I know you love it. So one is a giveaway for today. I'm going to do that at the end of our time together. The second over here is an enter to win. And the third one is for that lovely lady who has worked her hind parts off this week to help bring this Denver show to life and still be here and do this with me. I just want to say thank you to you publicly. I couldn't do it without you, but I genuinely enjoy doing it with you.
I enjoy doing it with you too.
Thank you.
No matter what, it's always just fun, and
we just keep going. So yeah, once in a while it's nice to be able to, I mean, if we were in Denver, I would have been treating her to something, because we always try to find something cool for our folks when we're there. So I would have been trying to find something for you in Denver, and I thought this is kind of carrying on that tradition.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for all that you do. Everybody appreciates you. I know you do, because I hear it from you guys all the time. And that's why I think it's so cool that you have the chance to, in that drop down for the intuitive product or the intuitive listing, you have a chance to purchase time with her and talk with her and actually choose your piece. But it's kind of fun to be able to get on the phone with her and, don't yap her ear off. You know what I mean? Like, be nice and have good boundaries. But it's, it's really cool to be able to shop with the one and only. Aww. I love that. So she said aquamarine is her birthstone and emerald was your sister's.
Aww.
Okay, that tells me I gotta go find more. We'll be on the lookout. Okay.
Where are we gonna go next?
I don't know.
I'm
gonna talk about phenakite.
We can talk about phenakite.
I'm gonna go home and strap myself to my bed with this weekend. I'm going to put myself in timeout by tying myself to my own bed with almond incarnate and just be like, I'm sorry, kids. Mama can't move. Mama is in timeout. I would love to help you with whatever you're asking for. That's not what this is, by the way. This is not your own timeout strap, but it could be used that way. It could be used as a necklace. The intention for it, by the way, she is the gem professor. The intention for it, by the way, is a grounding cord. I wasn't expecting to model for you live, but so you kind of like tie it around your waist and then let it hang. However you want to do that. I'm very short, so you can't really see, but I've got garnet balls. And then you can use it as a weapon. If people are misbehaving, just be like, we're going to end up hitting each other. But these are rad. I actually have this hanging outside my crystal room because, I like to decorate and adorn the entrances and exits to rooms and spaces. These are $8.50. After you're 75% off with code MAGIC75. But this is just what we have left of these. The cord itself is 72 inches long. We had these made. So if you remember, this was for a ceremony, a grounding cord ceremony, because that's my favorite way to ground people. And this is my favorite grounding stone, almandine garnet. So this wasn't something we went and bought somewhere. It took us months to design these because you know how picky I am. Like I wanted the gold little tassel hanging, and I wanted it to be a black cord, and I wanted it to be long enough that you could tie yourself up to a bed or hang it on a doorway or do any of those things with it. So this is actually your grounding cord. And I like to say, if you feel really ungrounded, just put this around your waist and keep going about your day. Or put it around your neck like a lariat, right? It's easy, right? And it will balance both hemispheres because you've got two pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Or just keep it on your desk and hold it like this, right?
I just love
it's your groundy balls.
The almandine garnet that's on the ends. These are natural formations of that garnet. These have not been altered. So you can see the garnet formation on there. There's some areas where it's a little bit more weather worn, and then there's some areas where the color really is popping out and it's super gemmy.
It's true. If you hit it with a flashlight, you'll be able to see that kind of the red fire through it. It's super beautiful. But if you don't have almandine garnet in your collection, this is a cool way to integrate it. And then, if you get it as a gift for somebody, you can teach them about the grounding cord. I think on YouTube there might even still be a grounding cord meditation that I recorded eons ago. You guys probably know more about that than I do.
Redneck Hippie got one of the wandlets.
Yay! They're super gorge. You'll be so glad you got one of those. Like I said, anything that's done in Bali has a particular energy to it, but look how gorgeous that is. And what I love is the aura, because it's gonna catch the light. You know what I mean? From any direction. So I'm really glad you got one. I would put it on a black cord.
Oh yeah.
This isn't the right thing, but it kind of shows you, because the black cord will kind of disappear, but not compete with the wandlet. Yep, tie up your boyfriend. It's not the worst thing to do on a weekend if you're bored.
My husband can tie me up, keep me in bed all weekend.
I mean, we don't have to keep that conversation going, but I'll just leave it to your imagination. It could be fun. It could be fun. Again, oh no. I'm going to call your boyfriend and he's going to be like, nope, nobody's tying me up, especially not with big red balls. Okay. Here's a skull. Let's talk about skulls.
I'm going to start talking about one of my favorite things.
Yep.
Skullies.
Yeah, these are green fluorite. These are super rad. You're starting to see more skulls because she and I are skull collectors, and it's the season, right? We're coming up on Samhain and the Days of the Dead, and we love having... And this one's more of a sort of green and purple fluorite. Mm-hmm. These are new, so these are not with your discount. We only have 7 of these. They're $59. They should be $159. These are 5-inch fluorite skulls, hand carved. So your discount is already woven in. Mm-hmm. So these are the skulls. When they're done in fluorite, it's one of the things I love about fluorite skulls because it's really a skull of direction, a skull of inspiration, and a skull of influence.
It really is.
Yeah.
I love these because they all are different. And look at the back of this one here has a little pocket in it where you can see the fluorite growth structure.
And you can see the little cubes inside. Isn't that cool? That's rad.
And then this one here has a full vein across it.
So when you get that, don't write to us and say, I think my skull is broken. It's not. You want that. This is like the juice. Mm-hmm. I love you, Marla. Marla says it's always the season for skulls.
I agree.
We have to agree. We're skull collectors, so I never put mine away. I mean, it's sort of like, and some people come to my house and they're like, ooh, they see the skulls and they're like, really? And then I tell them why I keep skulls and they're like, oh, maybe I should get a skull, right? So, yeah. I think this would be really good for your Samhain altar, especially if you like the lighter color skulls. Because we both have different stone, skulls in our collection, but the fluorite is kind of it's also for focus, by the way. So if you struggle with focus, this would be another good stone to have in your collection. We do have phenakite today, Vanessa Howard. We do. She said, I'm looking for tektite, scolecite, phenakite, moldavite, herderite, zezulite. And I would add apophyllite. And I would add azurite, me personally. I kind of did in Crystalpedia, I did a little section. It was like an addendum. Because I think Robert Simmons is so smart with his concept of the Synergy 12. So I totally back his opinion on all of those. And I kind of did, like, I think I called them the Ascension 11, like kind of the next stones I would add to that if I was expanding on what he did. And I included diamond, sapphire, I included, anyway, there was like a list of 11, azurite. So yeah, definitely good for all those things. So, but like I said, only 7 of them. So we wanted to show you that and say, hey, if you want one of those and you're really set on it, it'd be better to shop for that earlier than later.
Yeah.
Fluorite does grow with quartz, and it does grow with calcite too. It's a good question from Sally Briggs.
And pyrite.
And pyrite. And sometimes other minerals too, right? It kind of depends like which region it's from, because Mexican fluorite is very different from Chinese fluorite. This is Chinese fluorite.
This one's dendritic. You can see the dendrites in there as well.
Isn't that cool? Which is super rare. I can count on one hand the number of times I've seen dendrite with fluorite. So that's why when you get yours, stones like this, like fluorite, that are amalgam stones, so they grow in matrix with other minerals, it's just good to look over your piece and see, you know what I mean? What do I have here that is unique? And then we'll, yeah, you know, Vanessa, those are just suggestions for like if you're building a Synergy 12 grid and you're like, I wish I had more options for things to add that are already in my collection. That's why I kind of wanted to, you know, put my 2 cents in. And we'll talk about phenakite next, because I think it's a really phenakite for me. You know, it's spiritual growth is not easy work. And when people come to me and they're like, I just want to do it faster. I just want to, you know, ascend faster and, you know, fast track my spiritual development. I'm always like, you sure? Because that can be kind of scary, right? But some of us really do kind of want to jump the page in the book. And so that's what phenakite is. It's an accelerator. And it works. Yeah, so properties of skulls are, like I was saying, why do I keep skulls? Because in my opinion, every skull comes with an energy. And I believe skulls choose you. So even though we're choosing for you, I believe the process is all guided. I always collected skulls, and then about 6 years ago, I had a chance to sit with the Mitchell Hedges skull, which is one of the 12, right? There's 12 of these carved skulls from all over the world that don't have any tool markings. So they're thought to be extraterrestrial. This one was found in Belize. Remember, I'm going to remember where it was. Mitchell Hedges came from Belize. So a friend of mine, I did something special for her, but I wouldn't let her pay me. So she paid me in time, spending time with the skull. And it was one of the most profound experiences I've ever had. I've talked about it a lot. But so the 12 are thought to be a council of elders, and that each one of the 12 carries its own spirit and its own frequency, and you can feel it. But I actually feel that every skull does that. I feel like the process of carving the human skull in stone activates some kind of dormant energy, and then that energy of that stone is advising you, guiding you.
Yeah, for me it's for me they're a portal to your ancestors.
For sure.
And so it's the gateway.
Yeah.
And the way how I use them in like my culture and my ancestors, they used skulls all the time. They used bones and skulls. They were very big in all of their practices, from carved skulls in stone to actual skulls,
actual human skulls.
And the way how we always thought about it was, those from the past need a way to talk to you, and the best way to do that is to go through the eyes of a skull to be able to see through the worlds.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's why I like them, because I feel like each one kind of has a connection to different parts of my family history.
Yeah. And, you know, you should think about that, like your ancestry and your lineage, and how did they work with, you know, like for the Greeks, There isn't a lot of skull symbolism in ancient Greece, and same goes for Egypt, right? There isn't a lot of work with skulls. Eyes are very important in Egypt, but not necessarily the skull. But in almost every other culture, skulls are very significant, right? And one of the things I love about it too, I had a CT scan done of my mouth after I had some crazy dental work done a couple of months ago, and it was just so cool to see, like, on the screen, like, them rotating my skull. It was just like, look at my skull. But it's the common denominator. At the end of the day, that's what's left of you and me. Mm-hmm. You know, so there is something kind of like grounding and equalizing and stabilizing about working with skulls, because I don't care how cute you are, I don't care what your age is, I don't care how much money you have, that's what's going on the inside. And it's the tie that binds us, you know? So, good to see you, Nellie. You have a quartz skull that you use like a motherboard. I love that. I mean, it's true. They really are. They're beacons.
That's awesome.
Some people name their skulls.
Samantha, just go to the website and you can see, just go right to the very front, scroll down, you'll see the skulls. Or if Team SG can put the skull thing back up, a few people are asking how to buy it.
Yeah. So good luck and enjoy. You want to talk about phenakite now? Because it's rad.
Let's definitely do the phenakite.
I was really stoked when we were able to start bringing you phenakite. And we brought you phenakite. I thought these were the African pieces because they look like it, but it says Brazil. These look like the African pieces, though, to me. I don't know.
From what I was seeing is it was through the Brazil.
Oh, okay.
But you know what?
It could be.
It could be.
It looks like the stuff I bought from Africa. So what I'll say is it's either from Brazil or Africa, and it's natural, authentic phenakite. These are very large phenakite crystals. You might look at that and go, that's not very big. Do a little research on phenakite, because you will see that usually the way it terminates is extremely small. So this one can be considered like an extra large. We only have under 4 dozen pieces of this. The regular price for a half-inch phenakite would be about $200. We're doing them for $74 today. Again, this is small but mighty, probably one of the rarest things you'll have in your collection. My biggest piece of phenakite in my collection is not much bigger than this. The only place on Earth that I've ever gotten larger phenokites is in Russia. There is Russian phenakite, and it does crystallize a little bit bigger. But if you get a bigger piece, you're talking $600, $700, $900, $1,500, right? So it's not, this is, for the price, this is as good as it's going to get, at least from what I've seen in the world. And again, I'm very selective, because I've seen people try to sell like golden quartz as phenakite, and it's like, listen, bro, that's not phenakite, right? I would love to be able to purchase this from you, but this isn't real. So phenakite has its own crystal structure, its own metaphysical properties, and like I said, the easiest way to describe it is one of the Synergy 12 stones. It's been on that list because it's an accelerator. So I'm going to say something esoteric, and then I'll explain it. It collapses timelines. Okay, so it brings the future into the present faster. It helps you heal the past more quickly, because everything in your life is happening on timelines. And the crazy, fucked up, interesting part is time doesn't exist. So your future is actually happening now. Your past is still happening now. It's just that all you can see right now, because you're human, is this timeline. So it's 4:11 p.m. Pacific time on Friday. That's where you and I are right now. But the reality is all of the rest of your life is already happening in this moment too. And all of the previous moments of your life are still happening in this moment. And once you learn how to jump timelines, you can kind of go back and forth. Phenakite is a timeline jumping, timeline condensing. So it basically takes time out of the equation. Kind of crazy, right?
So it basically erases Chronos?
Does. It's Kairos. So there's 2 forms of time. If you got my email this week, you read about this, right? Because I wrote the email about time.
Kairos.
So Kairos is spirit time, and Chronos is human time. So phenakite is Kairos, not Chronos. But it's hard to adjust.
I'm still learning this stuff.
Well, it's interesting, right? and again, we never talk about these things, but it's so interesting, like that the fact that the Greeks actually have words in their language for non-local time, right? For time outside of time, there's a word in Greek, but in English we don't have that.
Yeah, that is one thing about English is we don't really have words to describe things.
These complex concepts, like no. And I think we just kind of like we've given up on trying to explain some of these things. But they're such important concepts at the same time. So if you're getting one, I'm stoked for you. Vanessa got one. I really, as soon as you mentioned that you were working on, Synergy 12 stuff, I was like, oh, this is so for her.
I think we have brookite on the website, brookite and quartz. If not, I'll take a look because we should have some.
Yeah. And if we do, it'll be 75% off. So I have encouraged all of you, because we have incredible moldavite on the website too. I've really encouraged you to look up the Synergy 12 stones on sagegoddess.com while we have the 75% off sale, because what a chance to build out your collection. We've got some gorgeous azurite on the website. We have some really cool, we've got a lot of really awesome things. So Hillary's getting one too. Yeah, divine time. I think that must be, I don't remember dying and coming back, so I can't really say for sure, but I'm imagining that's probably the real trip of leaving this third dimensional realm, is being outside of it and realizing, oh my God, as soon as I left there's no more time. Like even just trying to wrap your head around that. It must be a trip.
See, when I was a baby,
Yeah.
I did. And they had to bring me back.
Yeah.
I was like 6 months old. And
I think I remember you telling me about this.
And it's one of those things where it's like, I don't remember everything from when I was little, but I remember the moment.
Wow.
And it's like, it's still like, it'll come to me in dreams, it'll come to me in different things, and I pick up little pieces of it here and there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you remember like the sensation of leaving?
I felt like I was falling.
Yeah.
But there was nowhere to fall to.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't going to end until they brought me back, and then it felt like I crashed.
Like a jolt. Yeah, I had, I don't know if mine was as intense as yours, but I had one when I was under anesthesia for oral surgery. I had a near-death experience up in the Bay Area. And that was a trip. And I remember saying, I guess I said it out loud, if the kids will be okay, don't bring me back. Because I got into this, like, you get into this space where you're like, whoa, this is like, this is love, this is unity consciousness, like I can feel the light and everything else. And as soon as I said, if the kids will be okay, don't bring me back, I was back. And sure enough, the kids would not have been okay. So it's really good that they brought me back. It is like the movie Interstellar. Do I think Libyan desert glass is an adequate replacement? Yeah, I do. I mean, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I really do. You can really feel the energy in the Libyan desert. It's glass. It gives you that same buzzy feeling. It helps you get to that same place. So I would say you can definitely use it as like a replacement.
I will tell you, Prophecy Stone, which we still have some on sagegoddess.com, and that's also 75% off. Prophecy Stone is badass. That is another one. If you want, some of you are just into, I can tell you're into the funk, and I am too. Like phenakite, moldavite, Prophecy Stone, Libyan gold, all of those are super powerful.
Barite.
Barite, which again, we don't often think about in this category. And I would even put the Foden quartz in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Karina said, my mom died in childbirth and came back. She described it as floating above her body and everyone was trying to save her and she was shouting, save the baby. She came back to try to save her baby. Wow. Was that you? Were you the one? That's intense. Well, thank you for that. Thank you. Because I put the Activation 11 or Ascension 11, I can't remember what I called it, but you know what I mean, that list in Crystalpedia. I put that together with a lot of thought because I actually went to my own Synergy 12 grid and realized I've added so much more. Like I added natural diamond to it, which you can get, if you want just a shitty quality natural diamond, you can get it for a reasonable price. And I had added all these other stones and I'm like, maybe they'd be interested in that. So, okay, that was a fun conversation. I love it when we go all over the place together. Super fun. We have petrified. I just want to tell you guys what we have and see where you'd like us to go next. We have petrified wood. We have obsidian. We have dragonstone, chrysocolla, candle quartz, sapphire rings. What's your pleasure, darlings? How can you jump to your highest timeline? Someone said it in the comments, and I it's gone now, so but I'm giving you credit. Someone said, you don't really jump timelines till you're ready. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have as much control over this lifetime as we think, because we came here to do certain work. And it's kind of like a kid when they're working on their homework and they're fucking tired of it and they're like just writing whatever to get it done. The universe doesn't like it when we do that. The universe is like, nope, you're going to stick this out. You're going to have to learn, and because we learn through the process too, right? So what I would say is work with the synergy stones, the activation stones, but recognize that they will accelerate, but they're not going to accelerate you past where you need to be in order to fulfill the mission you came to complete. Yeah. What's Dragonstone? Let's talk about it. Hi, Olivia. Dragonstone is rad. It has epidote in it, which is a stone of manifestation. So we do love that about Dragonstone. I'm going to say my part about it and then leave it to Robin because she's got all the 411 for you. Dragonstone used to be one that we could hardly get when I first started Sage Goddess. So people would like scramble and it would always sell out. But there's a little bit more now because another pocket opened up. This is one of the only stones that's truly for problem solving. Mm-hmm. Trash people are here, so sorry. Hang on. I swear to God, they look in the window to see if I'm teaching, and then they're like, beep, 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 beep. Yeah.
I love Dragonstone. It's such a strong, it has such a strong energy.
Yeah.
It's also known as Dragon's Blood Jasper.
That's
so
right.
It's like if you are looking for it and you want to look it up, it's either Dragonstone or Dragon's Blood Jasper. I like the name Dragonstone a little bit better.
Yeah, me too.
But basically, if you are stuck, you don't know what to do, trying to figure things out, you want Dragonstone.
Yeah.
If you are facing something that you don't think you could deal with, you want Dragonstone. And that epidote, like she was saying, that's in there is what is one of the big helpers for that, because it's going to help you manifest the correct answer to get out of your problem. Maybe not the one that you want.
It's true.
But it's going to get you the one that you need.
$8 because it's 75% off. So this one does qualify for your Magic 75 code. So they were originally $32 on our website. These are 2-inch pyramids. So yes, problem solving. It's good to keep on your desk if you're at work and you are in a profession where you're constantly. And honestly, isn't everybody who works in a position where you're solving problems all day long? I feel like all I do is try to solve problems. Half the time I can't solve them, but I try anyway. So this is, that's what this stone is about. It's about manifesting new solutions to old problems. And so it's really good at, it's good for, like she was saying, things that you've tried to figure out, tried to, address, and you haven't found good solutions yet. This is a good one to support you. Do we have, or will we be getting dioptase? I don't know. That would be another good one to search on the website right now, and we can look for it too. Dioptase is one of my favorites from Congo. That is super important for what we call epigenetics, which is healing not just your physical genetics, but healing the emotional genetics. Because, we inherit all of the emotions that our ancestors leave unprocessed when they die. It's their shit becomes our shit. Mm-hmm. You have so many crystals on your desk. I want to see your crystals on your desk. Yeah, this would be good in a work meeting room. This blue calcite, there's some stones that just are good to keep in the work environment. Obsidian or shungite for constant purification is really good too. We have a lot of good shungite on the website that's 75% off. So while we're having the sale again, yep, that's exactly right. So, interesting. Only quantum auto searches for dioptase. Well, we're going to have to source that for you. We do have a good source for it. And honestly, Denver is the show where we always get it. So, but I will see what I can do in the meantime. It's a tricky one to find. But man, we found some good dioptase a year or two ago. Some of you guys were here and you got those pieces, and they had super huge. You remember those? Mm-hmm. They were clusters. We had different sizes of them. I think we only got like 2 or 3 dozen pieces, but that was Denver. That was super fun. It's really hard because sometimes in Denver we see things, and I'm a Leo, right? So I have no way of controlling my face or my excitement. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And meanwhile, the people are like just imagining how much money I'm going to spend, right? Because I'm like, oh my God, look what they've got. You guys, oh my God. And we get over there and, you know. So I have to try to like watch I don't have a poker face, as they call it. But it was one of those, oh my God. I saw it from like across the room and I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to freak out.
Keep Athena over here for a second.
Lord, have mercy.
Because then the two of us will, start looking at it together and we're like,
I fucking love it. I think it's beautiful. And I love the story, right? They call it Congo emerald. Mm-hmm. Because when they were first finding it in the Congo, like it looks like emerald. It really does. It's not hexagonal in its crystal structure, so that kind of gives it away. But I mean, if you're just looking at the color, a really good piece of dioptase looks like a really sexy emerald. So I'm glad you got a piece if we had it free at the time and you were able to get one. So this is these are rad. This is it's a dark blue sapphire, but it's a Druzy sapphire from Turkey, and these are adjustable rings. These are done in sterling silver with brass over them. These are $49. We only have 24 of these rings. But, sapphire is my favorite of all the stones. And I love gold. I know, a lot of you are silver girls. I get it. I try to bring you silver too. I'm a two-tone girl. I don't discriminate. Because silver is feminine and gold is masculine. So you should have both on all the time anyway. But isn't that a beautiful ring? And it's fun to bring you sapphire from someplace new.
Yeah. So we got to talk to the guy who actually sourced and made these, and he was telling us all about the sapphire in Turkey and how it only grows in those druzy little formations.
Those little tiny crystals.
They're not going to get bigger there, so this is what you're going to see from that sapphire.
Yeah. But they're open on the back, so the energy of the stone is coming through to your finger. But I just think, I'm a big fan of wide bands. I have really small hands, but I do love either stacking rings or wearing wider bands. I don't know why. Maybe I feel like it makes my hands look longer, but I do like. So I always tell people, if you have small hands, don't shy away from big rings. Small hands doesn't mean you can't handle a big ring. I trust you can handle it. So congratulations. Sapphire is your birthstone. Super jelly. I was always jealous of the September kids. Are you a Virgo? Or are you a Libra? Are you an end of September? My brother's a Libra, but he's a September Libra. So, and I will be very happy to get to Libra season soon. Virgo season, like, I get tired of myself picking on myself. You know what I mean? Because Virgo, the season that the sun is in, imprints its energy, right? So Leo season, we're all feeling a little extra, and then Virgo season comes and we're all like, let me make an alphabetized list of all the things you're not doing correctly, right? So then we get to Libra season and Libra's like, I love everybody, can't we just be happy?
It's so funny because my son, seriously, he'll sit there with you and he's like, and then we have to do the bath, and then we have to wash off, and then we have to brush our teeth, and then we have to get dry, and then we have to put on a diaper, and then we have to put on...
Like, thanks, Dio.
He sits there and itemizes
how fun
we have to do.
Yeah. Ooh. There's a really funny comedian. You may have seen him on Instagram, but he does these he did this set of videos, the signs in Costco. Did you see this? And so it shows all the signs, and this shows Virgo. And having been to Costco with Virgos for a long time, I can tell you this is true. So the Virgo's at the front going, okay, don't leave my side. we are going to go down the left side and up the right side. We're not going in the middle. We're not buying clothing. And we're not buying anything over $15. And then we are going to check out. You need to keep your receipt. Do you understand? Okay, now follow me. And I have the executive membership. So, and it was just like, this is such a Virgo in Costco, like taking all the joy out of it. Like, for me, Costco is a playground. Like, I don't know, I could find something cool there today. I'm going to stop and get the samples. Oh, and he was like, and no samples. We're not stopping to get samples. Meanwhile, when I was little, do you know what Costco was? For Greek people, I shouldn't make generalizations. For my Greek people, that was dinner. The sample aisle was dinner or like lunch. Like, and I'd get so embarrassed with my dad. I'd be like, Dad, because he would go to the sample line and he wouldn't even like go down the aisle and wait 5 minutes and come back. He would just get back in the line. and they were always like, sir, you just got the applesauce. Like, maybe go to the next sample station or whatever. Shameless, my dad with the samples. He didn't care. If you're going to make a meal out of samples, you're going to need 3 or 4 servings. My dad can teach you how to do this.
Oh, I could so see your dad doing that too.
Shameless.
Oh my goodness.
I love you, Dad.
And he would be telling the people in the line, oh, and then he goes, you got to get this one like 3 times.
No, you would tell people. And then go to the next aisle. They have ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. I know. Don't kill my Costco buzz. I'm glad you guys. First of all, Costco for me is very stressful, like home goods now. As I'm getting older, I cannot be in big crowds of people with a bunch of shit around me. It makes me nervous. I don't know what's happening to me as I get older, so it's hard. But I am glad to know that you find joy in the same ways that I do at Costco. And sometimes they do have good clothing. Your mom did the same thing. My mom didn't do so much with the samples. If she liked something, she'd go back twice. But not 4 times like my dad, just because he's trying to get full.
I'm sorry, but that just cracks me up.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny unless you're there and you're young and you're embarrassed. Like, oh my God, please don't let my friends see me. Like, oh my God, now I don't care. So it's funny.
Okay. Where do we want to go now?
I don't know.
Do we want to do these big, huge aquas?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
I just don't know.
We have these really huge, gorgeous. I'm doing this while I tell these huge, gorgeous aquamarines for you.
Okay. Put it this way. This is the small.
Yeah. These are from, now, let's back up. These are Himalayan aquamarine. This is not Brazilian aquamarine. Nothing against Brazil, but Himalayas all day long over Brazil. It's older. So this is, more or less, this is Tibetan aquamarine, okay? We were able to get a good amount of rough pieces at really good prices, and aquamarine is the most important stone for emotional healing and renewal. Some of these also have black tourmaline, and look, they're actually perfectly formed hexagons, right? Like, this is literally a tube.
This one's got golden mica all the way through it.
Whoa! They need to see that close up. That's rad.
Yeah, so this one here has golden mica all the way through it, lining up. This is our largest size.
So, okay, let me break this down. They start over here at this size, which is about 1 inch, for $19. Okay? Again, your code's not going to work on this because it's brand new. This just got in, okay? Congratulations, Michelle, on the phenocite, by the way. That's just a good life choice. Then it goes up by $10. $19, $29, $39. Like, really? $39 for that? For Tibetan aquamarine. This is incredible. And then
$49,
$49, $59, $69. Isn't that rad? $79. Oh my God. Now, of the 79 size, we only have 10. Of the 69 size, we only have 15. And then of the big Mama Jamma size that she's got for $89, we only have 2. There's nowhere on earth you would get a specimen piece of natural aqua from Tibet for under $100 that's
This
8 inches
piece here
long.
also has
Amazing.
a piece of quartz
Growing inside of it.
growing inside of the hexagon.
That's like a manifestation piece. That's rad. And all that black is black tourmaline. The sparkle part is mica, which is pretty common to see in aquamarine. So aquamarine is blue beryl. Like I said, it grows only in a few places. It grows in Pakistan, grows in Brazil, and then it grows in the Himalayan ridge like this. These pieces are, the vibration of them is totally different. I've been working with aquamarine since I was very young. It's both my kids' birthstone. They were both born in March. So this is, if you are a March baby, this is your birthstone. My friend Daisy Foss, who's a really powerful healer in the UK, she talks about Merlin and Avalon with aquamarine as it being a very powerful stone for connecting with your own power, connecting with Avalon energy, right, which is divine feminine energy and empowerment and strength. So anyway, we love aquamarine. It was really cool to find this and bring this to you. We have the most quantity of the small. So if you're getting a small piece, chances are you'll be able to get one. If you're getting the $29, but like once we get to the $49 size, the 4-inch, then it drops off to like 2-3 dozen pieces. So the bigger sizes are going to sell out first. The smaller pieces we have in decent quantity, so you can get one of those if you would like. But it's really important, and I love that they're just natural hexagons. This one is a twin, by the way. Did you notice this? It actually is a triplicate. I'm going to show you this one. Do you see that the hexagons are sitting next to each other? And you can see 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
That's really cool.
So that is a triple, not just one termination, but 3, and it makes like a little heart. Isn't that cute? I love that so much. You work with an Avalonian priestess. That's awesome. The energy is very real, you know what I mean? And I love all of those traditions. So it's cool. And when she was talking about it and teaching me, because I've always looked at it through a different lens, I was like, that's really cool to connect it to Avalon and to Merlin. But yeah, to think you can get this size piece for $39
right?
is really insane. So one of you for $39 is going to get the triple. And this piece sits completely on its own too, which is really rad. But that's a good one. If you're doing any kind of emotional healing, this is really good for trauma. People who are going through trauma, stones really help. And if you're recovering from trauma, we want to see you working with aquamarine. We want to see you working with lepidocrocite. We want to see you working with goethite. Those are both inclusions in Super 7, which, by the way, you will get. If you buy anything today and put Denver gift in your notes, you're going to get a free Super 7 pendant today. That also helps with trauma recovery.
The triple one was $39.
Yeah, $39. The triple one's $39. That is the 3-inch. So this is the small. This is the next size up. That's the next size up. She's got the next size up, and then it goes on and on and on from there. So some of them are like multiple terminations, but kind of thinner. Some of them are single termination, like a single hexagon, but wider. Do you know what I mean?
And then it's like you get up to the bigger ones.
Samantha.
You can actually see the full hexagon shape all the way around.
It's so rad.
And how it grows. And then on the ends, this one's full of mica.
Full of tourmaline. Mm-hmm. There's blue, dark blue here.
I know.
That's tourmaline. That's got to be indicolite, right? I mean,
yeah.
What is going on there?
Yeah, because it's like, it has the same, yeah, it's tourmaline. It's just blue.
It's blue.
Blue Himalayan tourmaline in her aquamarine.
And if that is blue tourmaline in there, I again, like those of you getting these pieces might be getting things that are even rarer than we're telling you, which I think is rad. So good luck. Congratulations. Leslie said, I'm struggling with my classroom behavior and all the extra work my school district is dumping on us with unrealistic expectations. You need me to come in and get your students right. I'm really nice until I'm in a classroom full of misbehaving children, and then I will lay down the law. And then I'll just say, no, she's the boss. But don't make her call me back. But in all seriousness, when you're overwhelmed, aquamarine actually is a really good stone for handling overwhelm, right? One of the things we want to do when we're really stressed is we want to start to break energy down, right? We need to not compartmentalize, but we need to sort of like, my mom used to say, one foot in front of the other, right? Like we have to sort of like one thing at a time. And so all the stones of the throat chakra are going to be really good when you're overwhelmed, right? Because it helps you to express what you need, especially working with your students, expressing your expectations, right? Oh, no, I will. I'll show up and those students will be like, can we just have Leslie back? That lady was scary. I didn't tolerate shit in my classroom. I was just, but I was teaching adults too. If there was tomfoolery, I'd be like, you, out.
Yep.
Bye. Yeah.
I don't put up with it.
No.
I don't have time for that. The other students don't have time for it. But I was one of the horrible kids when I was younger that
Me too.
went out of my way to try to see if I could get a reaction out of
Me too.
my teachers.
They're third grade. God bless them, though. Third graders, life sucks in third grade. Can we just talk about it? I mean, you're 7 years old, right? Is that right? 7, 8, 9, 10? It's 8 years old, okay? You're not, a first grader or a second grader, so now you feel like you should be treated with a little more respect, right? But still, nobody's listening to you because it's not like you're a fifth grader, right? So you're kind of like in a shit sandwich. And I do feel bad for 8-year-olds. 7-year-olds, I mean, they're like animals still. 6 and 7-year-olds, they're still grunting and like barely like functional, right? But like 8-year-olds, they're starting to get it, and yet nobody's treating them with respect. So then they act out. You know what I mean? And then you can come in with the whole, you want to get respect, you got to give respect. And let's break it on down. You want to see the second size? Anyway, classroom management was one of my responsibilities when I was a professor because I taught education. So we had a whole bunch of fun conversations about behavior. The kibosh. Okay, let's talk about obsidian. You're a property manager? Holy shit, girl. That's hard too. I mean, talk about just the thankless, you know what I mean? I bet you work your hiney off and people don't appreciate it. But a lot of us do, right? Like a lot of us, I think if you're in some kind of service capacity, which I have been my whole life, like there's going to be some thankless parts about it. But I do think when it comes to working with students, it really is about like setting the tone.
Yep.
Yep. You taught 200 to 300 CHP officers with guns. Well, Kim Smith, I think you win the award today for most challenging population to handle. Although, again, they're adults. You know what I mean? There's a little bit more reasoning that can happen with them. So, okay.
Sure.
No. I said a little bit. I didn't say you could totally reason with them. But I mean, eventually, triple moon. Oh, and amblygonite's good for classroom, but that's good for like a special needs classroom in particular, like where the kids are totally unfocused and just kind of, crazy. As somebody who has attention deficit disorder, what a surprise. It's really helpful for me. So she's got it too. All the cool kids have ADHD though. Okay, triple moon, black obsidian. What do we love black obsidian for? It is, for me, it's always back to the Aztec story because obsidian is lavic glass. Comes from Mexico, and the Aztecs thought of it as hardened fire, so that it could literally just do what fire does, right? Burn clean, remove all the unwanted energy, make space for something that's newer and cleaner. So we had these made for you. These qualify for your discount. After your discount, they're $6.75, and I just think this is rad. Like you could wire wrap it and wear it. One of our customers did the coolest thing. She sent me a picture. This was eons ago when we had it. She put a little piece of command strip on the back and just hung it over her door.
Oh, that's cool.
Super awesome. So it just looks like it's like a piece of art.
When I first got these in, I made little grids on them.
Yeah,
so
that's cool too.
I just used it as a chart, as the plate of the grid, and just did a little moon grid on top.
I like that too. Isn't that pretty? Totally cool. Yeah, so Magic 75 is your code. Thank you. Circe's always like one step ahead of me in my thought process. So yeah, Magic 75 is your code for 75% off. If it doesn't work on something that you're shopping for, it's because we've already taken the discount off. But there's quite a few things in the sale and a lot of stuff on the website.
Oh yeah.
Most of the items on the website, the code qualifies for. So
I love this because it's like it brings in, the phases of the moon, but it also represents the mother, maiden, and crone. It also symbolizes, the whole idea of renewal.
yeah.
Because no matter what, and as you go through your life, you're constantly shedding the past to bring in the new.
That's true.
But every single time you're doing that, you're renewing yourself. You're recharging yourself. You're bringing something else back into it. And with the fact that it's obsidian, it's clearing your energy along your way and along your growth path.
I love that. Beautifully put, Robin. I love that very, very much. Your third child was born the day after mine. You love your Pisces sun. I love that too. So super cool. Okay, so that was our obsidian, and now we have still to talk about candle quartz, chrysocolla, and then yellow aventurine sphere stands that are really rad too. So everything that you're seeing here, welcome in, Samantha. Everything you're seeing here is on sagegoddess.com. And we have a code MAGIC75 for 75% off right now. Some items it applies to, some items it doesn't. But every purchase today, if you put Denver gift in your notes or where the coupon code goes, you're going to get a free incense and pendant with your purchase, which I think is really cool. So you chose a good day to shop. And then the links, if you want to see, Samantha, if you look at the gold box where it says Sage Goddess, she is putting the links for each of the items that we're talking about. So you can just click there and it'll take you right to the website.
Yep.
Okay. We can go anywhere you want.
I really want to talk about these candle quartz because they're so cool.
Me too. I'm in love.
I'm in love with them.
They're rad.
Did you see inside this one?
I did. That's like, I call these teaching pieces because some of them just have these really rad like windows where you can see all of the magic that's happening inside. So candle quartz is fascinating because it's a very clear quartz that has an overgrowth, and you can see that there. It's like sugar coated, but it's got this window on the front, and so a lot of people consider candle quartz very important for manifestation. It's like a window into the future, a visioning stone, if you will. These are not part of your discount because they're new. Some of them have pyrite in them too. We have 9 of the small at $19, and we have 17 of the medium at $29, and that's all she wrote. So if you do want one of these, they're very, very limited. Some of them are double terminated, some of them are not, but you can see the hematite inside, right? Isn't that really gorgeous? These are from
Pakistan.
it says Inner Mongolia.
Oh, it is Inner Mongolia. Sorry.
Which, by the way, Inner Mongolia is the source origin of shamanism. We've talked about this before. The first shaman came from Inner Mongolia and eventually migrated through different land bridges, right? Because the planet looked really different millions of years ago. So this is actually quartz from source location at the root location of shamanism and shamanic practice. Isn't that rad?
This one has a little piece of the
It does.
pyrite on the outside.
That's rad. I was saying, and cover your kids' ears. These look like little penises because they look like little circumcised penises when you turn them this way. No, but do you see it? Sorry. They do. They look like it. Don't tell anybody.
Shh, keep it a secret.
Yeah. That's not why you would buy it. You would buy it because it's rad. It's a very unique, a lot of you like to collect all of the unique forms of quartz. You want to have a Foden and you want to have a candle and you want to have all these things. But yeah, the other interpretation of candle quartz, of course, is like illuminating your path, lighting the way, providing, direction, all of those. But it's extra high vibrational because if you think about it, every one of the terminations here, right, is raising its own frequency. It's like 1,000 terminations compared to what we usually have with quartz points, which is just the one.
One, maybe two. But anything like this, all of that back, look at the sugar. Those are micro terminations.
Isn't that pretty?
Is what creates that sugar look.
I mean, this would be rad to wire wrap and wear. And some people do scrying with pieces like this, you know, looking down into the window and kind of gazing to see what you see, which is a good practice too. I just think they're beautiful and they're rare. Mm-hmm. We tried to get as many as we could.
And there wasn't a lot.
I know, I've been talking all week. My voice is a little hoarse. What I need is a shot of whiskey. I love talking, which is why I love my job so much. Like, I hope it comes across, but like literally when we're doing this, there's nowhere I'd rather be. I'm talking about stones. I'm with her. I'm talking.
We get to have
love
fun.
It. But I do when I get home sometimes, like just, I am in timeout. You know, I am a woman of fewer words when I'm at home after days like this, because it's just like, you know what? Mm-hmm. I've heard enough of my own voice today. I don't think anybody needs to hear anything. I love you guys, by the way, for how poorly behaved you are. I do. Thank you for that.
You know, behaved women never make history.
Sometimes they do, but they're super boring.
Which well-behaved woman made history?
Actually, I don't know any. I don't know.
They all were considered outcasts
true.
You know, oh, don't do
Renegade, kind of.
Going against the grain. And like, well, we remember who they are and we respect them now.
I can be well behaved, but I would rather not. I haven't had as much fun when I'm well behaved. Anyway, yeah, hot toddy sounds really good. Right now we're nursing Diet Coke and lime.
Yeah.
Which is the current obsession. You like it too, right?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm a huge lime girl, and
in our kitchen here, I just keep limes. And I love it because, you know, the team will come and get sodas and stuff out of their fridge. And now I see them cutting up the limes, and I'm like, oh, it just makes my heart so happy. Because limes are good for you too. Citrus juice is just really good for your digestion. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your middle name is Misbehaved. That's fucking awesome. I wish I actually would have done that it would have been appropriate for my daughter.
Zoe Misbehaved in practice.
She might change her name herself.
Zoe, if you're watching, I approve of this name change.
She approves. Jackie O, You're drinking water with lemon? That's very well behaved of you. You know, lemon, when people want to lose weight, I always tell people, if you really want to lose weight, start your day half an hour before you eat anything. Lukewarm room temperature water, juice of 1 lemon, and a little apple cider vinegar in your water. And then don't eat anything for half an hour. It's going to break down stored fat. And then half an hour before you go to bed, stop eating and have one more. Just make a mug with lukewarm water, juice of a lemon, and apple cider vinegar. And watch. Do it for a month and you see what happens to you. You'll see a difference. It does a lot of different things. I used to teach this. There's actually still a class on sagegoddess.com where I talk about all of these things. If you can't drink citrus, juice, then you could just do the apple cider vinegar, which would be okay. Yeah. You got a fluoride skull. Yay! Those are rad. They're really beautiful. I mean, everything today is. But, Robin and I cherry pick everything that comes into these rock talks for you. So if it's here, it's probably rad. And I want to remind you, if you're shopping today, you're going to be entering to win. We're going to announce the winner on Monday. You don't need a code. This is the first time this year, it's a brand new find out of Africa, aquamarine, and then there's a green line on the top that you can kind of see there. Mm-hmm. That's emerald. And so this is the giveaway piece. Robin has her piece. This is the enter to win. So you have to shop, and then one of you is going to get that with your order, and then I'm giving away this piece in just a couple of minutes before we're done today. So I have 3.
But before that, we still have a couple of items we want to get to.
2 items we want to show you. Yep.
3.
Oh, 3. Yep. So I'm going to say something really quick about this. These don't need a huge explanation, but these are rad. We had these made. This is yellow aventurine, which is golden quartz, which is really good for manifestation, solar plexus, all the things. And it is a sphere stand. So that little indentation stabilizes a sphere that you would put on it. I would recommend a smaller sphere myself, which we have a lot of those, right? You have a lot of those in your collection. As you want it to be really steady, so I wouldn't put, this is probably too big. I would say 2 inches and below is what these are intended to be used for, okay? But they have, this is all hand-stamped brass that has been placed by hand around these. These are all hand carved, and I just think they're beautiful. It's a beautiful way to elevate your sphere. And on your altar, it's nice to have things at different heights and sizes. Yeah, you could put your skull on there. That's cool too. That looks really neat. So these do qualify for your discount.
They do.
$8.50. We only have 4 dozen of them. $8.50 for a hand carved sphere stand. So we thought that was really cool. Mm-hmm. Then, if you also available with your discount, but we only have about 2 dozen of them. These are called extractor diamonds. This was kind of a concept that we developed over the years. When you hold it between your fingers, you activate pressure points. So what you do is you hold it first between your thumb and your index finger. Inhale, exhale, and then between the thumb and the middle finger. And you'll feel, it wakes you up. It activates the energy because you have a lot of chakras in your hands that nobody talks about. You can do the same thing on your feet and then do your left side. These are made of petrified wood, which is wood that has petrified over millions of years and actually becomes quartz and agate. Mm-hmm. So this is going to wake up the energy in your field and ground you at the same time. And these are $9.25 each after your 75% off. Aren't they beautiful? Every single one carved by hand. And they all are really different. This one I think is rad because it's got a translucent bottom.
That's really cool.
That's all agate in there and quartz. Isn't that cool? It's hard to believe it's wood. That's what I always love about petrified wood. It's like, wow. Nature is so amazing, isn't she? And some of them you can still see the ring lines from the tree, you know, which is really cool. So anyway, if you want one of those are there. One of my favorite things we've made. And then my favorite stone for getting through life, this is the diplomacy stone. It's also the stone of the divine feminine. This is chrysocolla. I'll let you riff on those for a few minutes. Those are $12.25. We have 4 dozen of those hand carved from Peru.
So chrysocolla is really interesting because it is formed from the groundwater runoff of copper. So in the area where copper is natural in the earth in abundance, as water goes through, rain comes down, groundwater comes up, it's leaching out parts of that copper and then it spreads it through the earth in that area. And so depending on if you're higher up in the earth, lower down, that's going to determine whether it's going to turn into something like chrysocolla or malachite or azurite or shadokite. And so the depth has a lot to do with it because is it coming above the layer of copper?
Interesting.
Or below the layer of copper? And that also indicates the pressure and the heat that's associated with it. But that's
cool.
why you see chrysocolla and malachite and azurite a lot of times in the same thing because it'll be very close to those to that specific area.
These are some of the most saturated pieces of chrysocolla I've ever seen. I mean, I love chrysocolla, but sometimes when you find lesser quality, Peru always has the high saturation. But I don't know if you can see here, but you can see the darker blue. So you're going to see azurite and shadokite because, as she was explaining, they're partner minerals, right? But I just love it. It's the perfect size to just hold. Again, this is a good one to have at work because you have to go into meetings and be diplomatic and be, you know, and communicate well and effectively and also be able to receive feedback and you know, all of those things. That's everything that chrysocolla does. This is a great stone for circulation because any of the copper-bearing stones are going to support circulation. So yes, so again, malachite, chrysocolla, shadokite, azurite, all dioptase 2, which is also a copper ore, are all going to be good minerals for to work with if you have circulation issues. And then the aquamarine and emerald enter to win is any purchase. So if you're watching the replay and it's Saturday, still you are eligible to enter. And if you're watching on Sunday, still eligible to enter. So if you shop at sagegoddess.com and you purchase anything from these items we've shown you today, that's how we're going to narrow down to choose a winner on Monday, and we will announce the winner on the event page for today. So that is the enter to win. Again, it's worth about $500. It is the first time ever in gem history that aquamarine has been found with emerald. And I was only able to get the 3 crystals. So Robin gets to keep one because she's a superhero. You get to win one. And then right now I'm going to give the last one away to one of you. Just as a big thank you. Thank you for being not only part of our Rock Talk audience, but part of our community. Thank you for coming and supporting us with our Denver lives too. It's been so nice to have you there every day this week. Are you going to miss us at lunchtime next week? We're going to miss you. So if you would like to enter to win this piece, this is the one I am giving away right now. Could be, as my mentor calls them, he always says I have a cool pocket stone. He keeps cool things in his pockets. So this could be your like an ultimate cool pocket stone, or you certainly could have that made into a pendant. Take it to your favorite jeweler and say, please put a bail on a cap on this for me so I can wear it every day. Because it's terminated on one side. Do you see that? And then on the other side is where it was connected to the cluster. So if your jeweler could put a cap on it right here, just a little one, you know what I mean? And it would be the perfect size for you to wear every day. And it wouldn't cost much if they did it in sterling silver. You could do it in gold too. But anyway, up to you how you work with it, just to inspire you. So let me see where, I'm going to give you guys a minute to comment. And congratulations in advance. I was so stoked when I found it. You know, again, like having been in this business for as long as we have, we still get excited about the basic things. Like if there's really gorgeous carnelian, I'm still going to get with it. You know, like that's awesome. But it is really cool when the person goes, I got something to show you. And I'm always like, oh my God, what am I about to see, right? Woo! What am I about to see today? Okay, where is this going, Spirit? I love emerald and aqua too. It's an unexpected combination, right? And again, my mind always goes to, can you imagine being in the mine when this is being discovered and stuff and thinking like, whoa, you know, like we are looking at the first pieces of this. I just think it's so rad.
I want to be in the mines.
I know.
It's so bad. I want to do that.
Okay. Okay, this piece is going to... I really feel called to Fornelli, too. It's her daughter's birthday on 3/3, and aqua is her birthstone. She's due in December with her granddaughter, and this would be a great gift. It really would, because it's going to help keep her emotions in check. Aquamarine is really good for postpartum depression, which I had. More with my second pregnancy. I didn't know that C-sections have automatically higher rates of postpartum, because when you don't have a C-section, your hormones come down naturally after you deliver. When you have a C-section, they literally, like, your hormones just drop. So it's much easier to have postpartum. So just if you know someone, not that your daughter has that or would have that, but it is good for that. But it's just good for generally regulating your emotions, right? And then emerald is really good for wisdom. And, you know, I mean, when I think of being a new mom, you know, you need your discernment skills. There's no rule book. You just have this human being like, hey, great, it's all yours. Good luck, right?
Figure it out.
And you do, right? So congratulations. Congratulations to you. Cheers. Enjoy it. It's been in my pocket. It literally has been sitting in my little medicine bag at home. The 3 of these crystals have been sitting together. So the end of the Denver event felt like the right time to showcase them and get them to good homes. We have a literal fuck ton of spheres, just not here right now. But if you if you are interested in gemstones and you did not see our Denver lives this week, there's 3 of them here on YouTube, and they're from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you watch the replay, you can shop from what we showed you with our intuitive stone listing. So that's the number one thing you need to know. When you go to sagegoddess.com right now, let me show you. So you're going to go into Yield Telephone, and you're going to go to yieldsagegoddess.com. Let me show you what you're going to do. Oh, sagegoddess.com. How nice.
Oh, how nice. Huh?
Nice. There's my classes, by the way, that you can sign up for. And then you're going to scroll down, and you're going to look for the intuitive picks from the SGHQ Denver Gem Show. And you're going to click on that. And then when you get to that listing, did I click on it?
There it goes.
Jesus. Okay. Then you're going to choose an option. So you can spend anywhere from $50 to $500. And then in your notes, you're going to tell us all the things you love or things you saw in the videos that you want. Okay? And it's her and me picking your stones. So I'm going to be picking from the orders where you did not sign up for personal time with her. I'm going to be choosing a lot of those. That's what we're working on next week. And then she's going to be working on the ones where you did choose to shop personally with her, because that's an option. And your discount code doesn't work on that, but let me just tell you, you're going to get at least 50% more than you pay for. So that's your discount code, and you're welcome. I'd rather have that than a discount code.
Right?
Uh-huh. So we're gonna send you some rad stuff. If you trust us with your stones, which I think you can trust us with your stones, it's a good thing. Okay, so enjoy your weekend. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of the event. Thank you for all that you do all the time, and I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you enjoy your weekend too.
I'm going to.
And we will be back at it with you on Monday. We have kind of a jam-packed week next week too. Trying to look ahead for you. So Monday, we don't have anything with me on Monday. Tuesday is Magical Entrepreneur. Wednesday is Apothecary Session 3. And then Friday is Aroma Talk. So a week from today, normally it's me and Robin doing Rock Talk, but you guys really liked Aroma Talk too. So we're kind of like doing a little back and forth right now. And there's more coming too, so get excited. But those are the main things to be looking for our time together next week. Love you guys. Subscribe to the channel before you go. If you like the video, you should like it. And if you don't know why, it's because that way you'll see more of this content. So when you like something, it's not about liking me. It's about telling YouTube, hey, I want to see more of this. So if you want to see more gem stuff from us, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get more of that to your feed. All right, bye. I'm going to stop talking. Love you. Have a great Friday night.